Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a company that's quietly powering the entire artificial intelligence revolution. While names like Nvidia, AMD, and Google get all the headlines, there's one giant that stands to win no matter who comes out on top. I'm talking about Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, or TSMC. And I am going to explain why it might just be the most important company in the world right now. Let's start with a mind-boggling number. Nvidia's CEO, Jensen Huang, recently predicted that the world will be spending $3 to $4 trillion a year on data centers by 2030. That is trillion with a T. Now you might think that's an outrageously bold claim, but when the person receiving orders for AI chips that stretch beyond 2026 says it, you tend to listen. This isn't just a forecast. It's a reflection of the tidal wave of demand that's already hitting the shore. Every major tech company, from cloud giants like Amazon and Microsoft to innovators like OpenAI, is in a frantic race to build out their AI infrastructure. And at the heart of every single one of these data centers are specialized chips called AI accelerators. These are the engines that power everything from ChatGPT to self-driving cars. Right now, Nvidia is the undisputed king of this market. Their GPUs are the gold standard, and demand is so high they're essentially sold out for the foreseeable future. But here's where it gets interesting. Competitors are coming, and they're coming fast. AMD is making huge strides with its Instinct series of accelerators, and Broadcom is a major player in custom-designed chips for companies like Google. It's a fierce battle for market share. Who will win? Will Nvidia maintain its dominance? Will AMD claw back a significant piece of the pie? Honestly, for the company we're talking about today, it almost doesn't matter. Because here's the secret: Nvidia, AMD, Broadcom, and virtually every other major designer of high-end AI chips don't actually make their own chips. They design them. The incredibly complex, microscopic, and frankly, magical process of actually fabricating these silicon marvels is outsourced. And who do they all turn to? You guessed it, TSMC. Think of it like this: Nvidia, AMD, and others are the brilliant architects designing incredible skyscrapers, but TSMC is the only construction company in the world with the technology, skill, and scale to actually build them. They are the common denominator in the entire AI hardware equation. So why is everyone lining up at TSMC's door? It comes down to a massive, hard-won technological lead. For years, TSMC has been pouring billions into research and development. Perfecting the art of chip manufacturing, they've mastered what's called process nodes, which essentially refers to how small and efficient they can make the transistors on a chip. We're talking about features measured in mere nanometers, thousands of times thinner than a human hair. The latest and greatest AI chips require the most advanced process nodes, like TSMC's 5-nanometer or 3-nanometer technology. This is where TSMC has left competitors like Samsung and Intel in the dust, especially when it comes to producing these complex chips at a massive scale with high yields, meaning a high percentage of usable chips per wafer. A low yield means wasted money and production bottlenecks, something the AI industry cannot afford right now. This technological moat is why TSMC controls a staggering majority of the global third-party foundry market. When Nvidia announced its next-generation, game-changing Blackwell platform, where did they say the chips would be made? TSMC. In fact, they'll be made at TSMC's new factory right in Arizona. This move highlights not just TSMC's technical superiority but also its strategic importance. Of course, no discussion about a Taiwanese company is complete without mentioning the geopolitical risks. TSMC's headquarters and a majority of its most advanced facilities are in Taiwan, just across the strait from mainland China. This has understandably made some investors nervous. However, TSMC isn't sitting idly by. The company is in the middle of a massive global expansion. They're investing a colossal $165 billion to build new fabrication plants, or fabs, around the world. We've already mentioned the one in Arizona, but they're also building in Japan and Germany. This isn't just about increasing capacity. It is a strategic diversification to de-risk its operations and embed itself even more deeply into the global supply chain. By building fabs in the US, TSMC is not only serving its biggest customers like Apple and Nvidia on their home turf but also becoming a critical piece of American technological sovereignty. Now here's the part that really gets my attention as an observer of the market. Despite being the linchpin of the entire AI industry, TSMC's stock valuation seems surprisingly reasonable. When you look at its price-to-earnings ratio, it's trading at a significant discount compared to the high-flying valuations of companies like Nvidia. There seems to be a disconnect. The market is pricing Nvidia as if it will dominate the AI chip space forever, but it's pricing TSMC as if it's just another manufacturing company, while seemingly overlooking the fact that TSMC wins whether Nvidia, AMD, or someone else is on top, as long as the demand for advanced AI chips continues to explode, which, by all accounts, TSMC will be the one manufacturing them. Let's put it all together. You have an unprecedented multi-trillion-dollar build-out of AI infrastructure happening over the next decade. This entire build-out depends on a steady supply of the world's most advanced semiconductor chips. The design of these chips is a competitive battlefield, but the manufacturing is a near monopoly held by one company, TSMC. This company has a decade-long technological lead, is actively mitigating geopolitical risk through global expansion, and is fundamentally indispensable to every major player in the AI space. While others are betting on which horse will win the race, investing in TSMC is like owning the racetrack itself. Every horse has to run on it, as the AI revolution accelerates. The demand for what TSMC produces is only going to grow more intense. Its role as the foundational manufacturer for this new technological era seems incredibly secure. It's a fascinating story of quiet dominance, strategic genius, and a future that looks incredibly bright. What do you guys think? Is TSMC the smartest way to play the AI boom? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the tech that is shaping our world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.